Real stories, real healing, real heart. Body Banter's where the conversations start. From illness to resilience, we're sharing it all. The Body Banter podcast, answer the call.
Welcome to another edition of the Body Banter, where we talk about everything in terms of depression, anxiety, stress, suicide, and everything associated with bad things. Now, not everything's bad, but sometimes we have to deal with that. Now, today's episode, we have two great guests. One is a regular guest, John Green, as you all know. The second guest is Debbie, and we're going to talk to Debbie soon. And sorry, Debbie Louise, that's right. I'm going to tell you a bit about what this podcast is about. The story about Iran at the moment is focal point in everybody's mind. And I call this War's Silent Victims, the emotional and mental impact on everyday people. Now, the effects of war on people's life are profound and multifaceted. They include physical and physiological trauma, economic devastation, and long-term social and environmental impacts. Now, we're going to talk about those. First of all, I'm going to talk about the economic impact because our guest today is seeing a huge difference in her business. So now it doesn't necessarily mean that it's one business. I know there are many, many businesses all over the world that are suffering with this kind of thing. So I'd like to ask Deborah to give us tell us who you are, what you do, Deborah, and how this war is affecting you.
Right, so I'm Debbie, and our company is called Eden Villas Turkey, and we're located in Uludeniz. The main tourist areas, including His Avenue, Overcheck, on the southwest coast, where all the big tourist resorts are. Marmaris, Izmir, all those resorts are all located on the same coastline, very far away from where the conflict is happening. So we rent villas to families, large groups of people who want to come and enjoy the sunshine and just have a nice holiday break. Yeah.
So have you seen a dramatic decline in inquiries, Deborah?
Yes, massively. Not only myself, I have friends and family also in the travel industry who are also seeing a massive change in inquiries, in bookings. Everybody is very hesitant, and the travel agents are very, very quiet. People have been very hesitant in everything to do with travel, not only in the Turkey area, but all different areas in the world.
What do you think we can put it down to? Is it the price of things going up? Is it people's anxiety? Is it because they're scared of uncertainty? What do you think it is from your point of view, Deborah?
It's definitely, I would say most of it is the headlines, mainly on social media, that are causing this. Because people are doing posts on do not visit this area, do not visit this area, do not visit this year. Very vague but scary headlines. For instance, do not visit Turkey, but they have always advised not to visit on the east coast of Turkey, obviously near to the Syrian border, because there's always been conflicts with Syria along that border. That advice has been in place for about 20 years. But the newspapers and the headlines on social media are saying do not go to Turkey. It's always been the case to not visit that part of Turkey, but that is hundreds and hundreds of miles away from the tourist areas where people have always visited.
In your light of view, Deborah, has Turkey always been a safe place?
Yeah, definitely. It's always been safe. There is just the small area along the the coast, the border of Iran and Syria that has always been advised not to go, but that's not a place that you would go anyway on holiday.
Hmm.
Turkey is a
And
massive, massive country,
oh,
and
there's been millions of tourists go there, Deborah, and
oh
you
yes,
know, all the comments are just awesome.
yeah,
You know, it's a beautiful. The Turkish people are
yeah,
great, the food's great, the weather's great, and etc.
yeah,
But Deborah, there's so much crap on social media and so much fake stuff that surely
scaremongering.
people scaremongering that surely people would go to the government website and get
And
their
see for
advice. Is that what?
themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would hope so, yeah, that they would look themselves. I mean, it has always been the case. Nothing has changed on the government website, nothing at all in about
And
20
the government
years.
say you
Yeah.
can go then, Deborah?
Oh
Is
yes,
that what
it's
the gov
perfectly safe. Perfectly safe to travel to Turkey. Always has been. The areas that they advise not to go within 10 miles of the Syrian border, which you would not go anywhere. Nobody would go there.
what what
The
what about
touristy
flights
areas
then,
are
Deborah?
perfectly safe. Sorry?
What about flights? Have they increased?
No, no, no. Flights are exactly the same. There's no problems. The airspace is perfectly safe. You're not flying in dangerous zones. You're flying over Europe to get to Turkey.
Mm.
So the airspace is perfectly safe. Nothing's been affected. The airports are not affected. The flights are not affected. It's it's business as usual. It's still busy with tourists. We rent villas all year round. They're always full. You know, we've always had visitors, whether winter, spring, summer, we've always had visitors in our villas. So nothing has changed, just the amount of inquiries has dropped because people are holding back, they're hesitant, or when they are inquiring, they're worried, they want reassurance. You know, I've seen this on Facebook, and people are saying not to travel to Turkey. I say that's not the case. Everything is operating as normal, and
Okay, so
everyone's enjoying
you
their
would
time.
advise people on here that say if they want to go to Turkey, give you a ring. You've got availability, and people can go.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah, yes, of course, no problems at all. We're still operating as usual.
that's good to hear, Deborah. What percentage of vacancies have you got at the moment? Is it 25%, 50%?
Um, at the moment, probably about 25% vacancies. Ye Yeah, so there's still availability for, the Easter holidays and the May holidays at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were doing some last minute deals on April and May at the moment.
Well, that's
Yeah, for
good to
people
hear.
to come for the school holidays. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so
we've
if you're
got
looking to go to Turkey on a last minute deal, I suggest you ring Deborah. And she'll tell you otherwise because don't listen to all this rubbish on social media. You know, scaremongering, fake news. It winds me up and it winds John up. There's literally no point. Don't look at that. Speak to the specialist, speak to Deborah, speak to the government, speak to the flights. They'll all tell you, look, these flights wouldn't go from London or Manchester to a place where they're going to think they're in danger, would they?
No, not at all. No, no. I always
Okay.
speak to the person on the ground and in the business and who knows what's exactly going on. Don't read anything on social media. Yeah.
No. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Deborah. I'm just going to move on to John a bit if you'd like to just
Mhm.
stay with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
John, you was in the Royal Navy, and you have experienced being in a war. John Green is our regular joint partner here at the Body Banter, and John is
Well, that's easy for you to say. That's all I can say. I'm a
Clinical
a
hypnotherapist.
clinical hypnotherapist.
That's it.
I've
And
been in
author.
that particular war zone actually in the 70s as well, when Iran and Iraq was at war with each other. I was in the Gulf of Oman then. I was on the HMS Avenger, so I was there patrolling our ships and stuff, looking after the merchant ships. But a lot of the stuff that is putting people off booking holidays is propaganda. And the propaganda is coming from the hierarchy, from the presidents talking to each other. You're not listening to the truth at all. You're listening to what they want the enemy to hear. You see what I'm saying? And they're trying to demoralise all the time. So there's a lot of PTSD going around from people who are in that particular countries now. They're facing these drones and everything else, which is bombarding them. And us are sitting here looking at it, think, oh, we can't go there. It's devastated. Look at that on the TV. There's nothing left. And you're not looking at the right places. You're looking at the places where the media want you to see. And I saw a really good cartoon, and it was 2-part cartoon. The first part of the cartoon was this young lady, and she was panicking, and the man was sat in the chair, and the TV's on in front of him, and she said, "What can we do to stop all this fear mongering going round?" And he just went click and turned the TV off. Right, that's it. Get rid of that. Don't listen to what's going on, because you're not going to get the truth. We had a lockdown. We didn't get the truth. We listened to what people was telling us, and we didn't get the truth. The Parliament and the presidency, everybody will not give us the truth. It's just propaganda. Don't listen to it. Book your holidays. Get your holidays booked. Go, just treat life as normal. Because if we think about it, wars have always been going on around the world while you've been on holiday and enjoying yourself. At the moment, this particular Middle East war is highlighted, and it's on it, and so it's scaring people. Just book your holidays. Go on a holiday as you would normally. Just don't listen to the propaganda. That's all I'm saying.
And obviously the news is all about bad things, because that's what makes people watch. And look at that. It glues you to the TV when really it's just psychological crap. And you're right in what you're saying, John. You should turn the news off, or put Coronation Street on and even end up killing yourself even more. But you know what I'm talking about. It's more about scaremongering, exactly as you said. Now, John, you in the Royal Navy, you was in the Straits of Hormuz when, was it the Iraq War?
It was the Iran-Iraqi war, yeah, when there was a war with each other. I can't go into much detail what we saw, what happened, but it was an eye opener, put it that way. And as the medic who had to go in the water to retrieve people, it was it was an eye opener. But it was, if people, we're doing all this, but people are still having holidays around the world.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? It just continue doing what you're doing. Don't get sucked into this media frenzy, because they're doing it to get ratings, to get money, to get people to advertise on their channel. So that's what they're doing. And they don't care how scared they make you, the public. They just want the money to come in for the revenue to keep their channel going. That's all it's about. Whereas us, it wouldn't stop me from booking, going to Debs now and saying that I'd like to book a villa and go on holiday. It wouldn't stop me at all. Just do it. Just continue being your normal self. Ignore what's going on around you, because these wars are going on around you every single day of the year. They're always going on around you. So just continue doing what you're doing.
What I suggest is, as well, is people should open an app called Flight Tracker, and you'll see in live motion where all the flights are going and where they're not going. So obviously, if you said to Deborah, "I want to go to Dubai," I'm pretty sure Deborah would say, I would advise against that at the moment, because it's right in the heart of things. But if you have a look on Flight Tracker, even flights are coming go to and from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Oman, but they're just going a different route. So on Flight Tracker, you'll see all the flights going from UK to Turkey. And it's almost, I would say it's almost impossible to get injured through war. Don't worry about the scare thing. You're not going to hear any bombs. You're not going to see any. In fact, it's probably a great time to ring Debs and say, right, I want to go to Turkey. I want to get away from all this rubbish, because that's basically what it is. It's rubbish, and it's not affecting the UK. It's not affecting Turkey. It's not affecting Spain. People are still going to Spain. When you look at the pilots and the crew, they want to get home as well. Do you think they'd want to go into a war-torn area? They wouldn't. So basically, don't take notice of all the social media. Throw it away. Ring the government if you want. Look on Flight Tracker, talk to Deb, and I'm sure you'll be all right, because that's what it's all about. Now, a lot of people, the economic impact, it can go on a bit if it prolongs. And the Straits of Hormuz is closed, then it impacts oil, and then also, I suppose, airlines would have to put the flights up. But while they're not doing it, don't worry about it, and that still wouldn't affect you anyway. It's a normal thing that oil fluctuates, and people invest in oil. So, while oil is still at below $100 a barrel, I think airlines would take the knock. So it doesn't matter. And in terms of social and environmental consequences, war can fracture trust. This is the problem. There's no violence where you are, where you go. So if you're going to Spain, if you're going to Turkey, you're going to anywhere like that, there's no environmental degradation. There's no pollution from the war. There's no shells or bombs, craters, or anything like that. So again, don't even think about it. The long terms of war only comes from the global problem, and if it expands from that, but it hasn't at the moment. And I would just say, just keep going, because war has a massive impact on business and travel. And Debbie has explained there, she's still booking people out to Turkey. I can't ever foresee that there's a problem, and it's not worth even discussing. So, Deborah, final words from you. How do people get in touch with you, please?
You can visit our Facebook page, which is Eden Villas Turkey, or the website Eden Villas Turkey, or my WhatsApp number, which you can put on your podcast. Mainly Facebook, people get in touch, or WhatsApp. Yeah, we have a big following on Facebook. Or you can book via the website.
Okay, what's the name of the company, Deb?
Eden Villas Turkey.
What's the name of the company?
Eden Villas Turkey.
Eden Villas Turkey. That's great.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'd like to thank Deborah for being on the show today, because it's reassuring that she's still booking people there, and if she wouldn't want to lose money, because and the insurance companies are not putting premiums up, so there's no worry. Just get on with what you want to do. If you want to go on holiday and you want to bargain, you need to be speaking to Deborah. Now, John, you won't have much of a chat today.
I've enjoyed listening. It's been really nice. It's lovely. There's one. I mean, there's a thing was going through my head. When people are panicking over things like propaganda. I was just thinking, like if there's a big, massive football match and there's rival teams or rival supporters, and they all start fighting within the grounds, and there's police there, but outside of the grounds is calm. People are shopping, picking the kids up from school, but inside them grounds, there's a riot going on. This is the same thing, where it's all contained. It's all secluded. So don't think outside the football ground. Just continue with the rest of your life, and just ignore the propaganda.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, John, if you're affected by it and it's giving you stress, and the only thing that's giving you stress is the news reports and the telly. So watch something different, watch a movie, go on holiday, do what you think is normal, because in the UK it's normal at the moment. So just do it, enjoy it. And that's what it's all about. Today we've been talking to Deborah. I really appreciate you coming on the show, Deborah,
Thanks, Deborah.
to talk about how you put it over, which is great, of course, like nothing happening. And as usual, our John Green to talk about the confidence in the same. So thanks, John, and myself, Sean, at the Body Banter. We hope you enjoy this. Please share it. If it makes people feel a bit better and comfortable, then we've done our job today. If you feel like going on holiday and it's made you feel much more secure, then we've done our job today. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. See you again soon.
Real stories, real healing, real heart. Body Banter's where the conversations start. From illness to resilience, we're sharing it all. The Body Banter podcast, answer the call.